Kyiv. Ukrainian officials insist that aid to their country is not in danger. Despite concerns about a new U.S. spending bill that excludes nearly $20 billion in aid to Kyiv, there is funding. Ukraine's ambassador to the United States, Oksana Markarova, wrote on Facebook after Congress voted Saturday to approve the measure and avert a government shutdown. The government will work, so will be no threat to the supply of pre-approved weapons equipment, he said, adding that, there is time, there are resources, and most importantly is bipartisan bicameral support for Ukraine. State Department spokesman Oleg Nikolenko also said Sunday that support for Ukraine in both houses of administration and Congress remains solid. Ukrainian officials are now actively working with American partners to ensure that the new U.S. budget resolution, which will be worked out over the next 45 days, includes new funds to assist Ukraine. The bill was passed late Saturday as an interim measure to fund the federal government until mid-November. However, some Republicans in House of Representatives opposed President Biden's Ukraine policy and pushed to remove from the bill provision foreseeing billions of dollars in military and other aid to Kyiv. The move was a potentially worrying sign that bipartisan U.S. support for Ukraine could waver even as Ukrainian forces fend off a Russian invasion. This also comes at a particularly sensitive time for Kyiv, which has struggled to retake territory from Russia in recent months. This fuels fears at home and abroad that the war has reached a crushing stalemate. Biden had requested a funding provision that included $13 billion in new military aid, $8.5 billion in economic, humanitarian and security assistance for Ukraine and other war-affected countries. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin also weighed in on bill's passage in a statement late Saturday, calling on Congress to fulfill America's commitment to provide urgently needed assistance to the Ukrainian people as they struggle to defend their country against forces of tyranny. Ukrainian officials said they were reassured by public support from White House, the Pentagon and other allies in Congress, and understood that United States was entering an election year. We understand very well that election process has begun here Ukraine. In USA, said Ukrainian lawmaker Roman Lazinski, who has been serving army since February 2022, when war began. In this case, different decisions may be made regarding the support of partners, especially for Ukraine. However, we believe that Ukraine has proven what the struggle for democracy really is on the battlefield. He said, I believe that the United States, a true leader in spreading democratic principles to the world, will not step back in supporting Ukraine. In his statement on Facebook, Nikolenko also emphasized that a U.S. government shutdown would be bad for Ukraine and would disrupt other aid programs, such as those overseen by the State Department. But